So I wanted to create a brand new series where I talk about my favorite video games of all time, and why not start with the ultimate crossover to ever happen in video game history. No, I'm not talking about PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, I'm not talking about Fortnite or Tetris 99 or any sort of multiplayer extravaganza. I'm talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. My name is BrianSaviano, aka Bricks O'Brien, and this is my brand new series where I talk about the 3 things that I love about a particular game. Now, Super Smash Bros. Has always been a franchise I adore because you get to see all these crazy characters battling it out for glory as you and your friends take control of either the really cool character that you know every single move for, or you just choose the cutest character on the roster and hope for the best. There is so much that this game has to offer, and not just a bunch of Fire Emblem characters, but it means so much more to me. That's why I'd like to welcome you to 3 things that I love about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I know I joked about there being so many Fire Emblem characters, but I love that there's so much representation in the game. Smash Bros. In my mind has always meant it was the all-stars of all-stars, best of the best type thing. There's a lot of people out there who would argue that isn't the case, but I can definitely see their point. But there's so much history packed into Ultimate in just the roster alone. You have characters ranging from some of the first characters to be featured in gaming ever, and new characters that Nintendo can unabashedly add into the game because of an upcoming release. Both are justifiable reasons to make sense for old and new players. You want characters that either old heads like me know about, newer characters that can teach the old farts all the useless facts about, and characters that everyone knows. One of those characters is Pac-Man, which, by the way, I think is incredibly cool that he's in the game. Like, I find it really cool because for so long Nintendo just had Nintendo-owned characters, but now we have Snake, Sonic, Pac-Man, Ryu, Geno, Banjo-Kazooie. Well, maybe one day, but the way that Masahiro Sakurai negotiated with all these people and big companies to get these cogs as part of the Super Smash Bros. Machine is nothing short of an engineering miracle of video games. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall of those boardrooms just to know what happened. Well, a fly that could understand Japanese, that is, because being a fly in general wasn't hard enough. I use Pac-Man all the time, and I can appreciate the other third-party characters being in the game for what they represent for gaming as a whole. I haven't even touched on the stages yet. There's so many cool little Easter eggs that I don't have the time and energy to go over, but I can still appreciate every time I go to Spear Pillar and see all my favorite Pokemon, or appreciate how badly they botched the only Paper Mario stage by having it mostly feature Sticker Star portions. Why did they do that? And they have well over 1,000 spirits in the game, and there's just so much to go over. But I love that there's something for everybody, whether you're a diehard, a fair weather fan, a rookie, or a super pro MLG gamer, or just want to see the puppy and a cowboy do the bang bang across the map with the oil thing and summon a Pokeball and assist trophies and all that stuff. Now, this is kind of a cheap one because you could argue that it falls into representation in a lot of ways, but this is more about the ways you can play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And admittedly, a lot of this can be applied to a bunch of Switch titles due to the nature of the console itself, but in Smash Ultimate, you can have an 8-player match with 8 different types of controllers using only Pokeballs in a game, and everyone moves super fast and they're all mini, and it just keeps going and going and going in terms of how you can customize your matches. You can battle against one friend on Final Destination with no items all the livelong day, but then turn right around and immediately do an all-Pokemon match with only Pokeballs and Master Balls for items on Kalos Pokemon League. And did you think I forgot about the music? No, sorry, Bob. You can play any music track from whatever franchise the stage represents. So you don't have to listen to the same 3 songs that stage has to offer. You can pick the individual tracks and even just straight up listen to the tracks without smashing. Your Switch becomes an oversized MP3 player with over 800 songs from some of the best game franchises of all time. There's a mode in the game I love called Smashdown, where you can each play as a character in a match, but then that character goes away. You just can't use the character again. It's so great when I'm playing with people that are better than me because I can either snag a character that they're good at so I don't get decimated right away, or use up all my favorite characters first so they don't decimate me. And it forces you to use the characters you normally don't. It just keeps things interesting, and that's what keeps me coming back to Smash. I can't keep playing no items, Final Destination 1v1, I'll rip my head out of my socket. And if I wanted to play that all day, I can play that using a Pro controller, a wired controller, a GameCube controller, Joy-Cons. There's so many possibilities. And if you have no friends around at the moment, you can go and do a ton of single-player stuff. All-Star, Classic mode, and the very, very taxing World of Light mode. It has over 22 hours of gameplay, and that alone, you'll be keeping busy for a very long time. There's so many options at your disposal, but not the option to play an online match without any lag, because it seems like Nintendo just can't get that down for some reason, but that's not a me issue. I never play online Smash Bros. Anyways, but I know a lot of people are concerned about that. I sincerely apologize for you. Smash Bros. Has consistently been the game that brings a room full of strangers together. Everyone picks a character, loses track of where they are, and falls off the ledge because there's a final smash happening, 2 assist trophies from 2 different players on the field, a Pokemon, and this really annoying garbage that literally nobody likes, and I don't know why it's in the game. Just grab a controller, hop in, hop out, it's that easy. There's so much randomness, so much happening that if you're playing with more than 4 people, the rookie and the pro are at a somewhat equal level because everyone is battling it out. You make alliances that you immediately break, you scream in joy as the Nintendo dog comes on screen and you're like, oh, he's a good boy, it's such a good boy, but get out of my way. It brings a smile to everyone's faces. That's why I really love Smash. Even though Paper Mario isn't in the game, and he may never be, the game has the ability to make everyone feel welcome. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are, everyone has a somewhat equal chance of winning on a certain level just because of how the game is designed. For me, it's never about winning. That's with any game I play. As long as I'm having fun, that's what matters to me. And the second I realize I'm not having fun, I put the controller down. When my friends and I play, the only time a controller gets put down is when someone accidentally throws the controller down in a bit of mild frustration because they self-destructed for a second time in a match. But even when that does happen, you give them a courtesy stuck, you jump right back into it, and they had a much better time than they did the last time. And if you're learning the mechanics, getting better, and having fun, well, to me, the game is doing its job. Overall, that's why I love Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it's only been out for a couple of months right now, but it's the definitive Smash Bros. In my mind. It goes with me everywhere I bring my Nintendo Switch, along with my fancy Splatoon 2 Pro Controller, and I can challenge anyone at any point to have a good time. Let me know what your favorite thing about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is in the comments section down below, and the next time you play with one of the 6,000 Fire Emblem characters, just do a very small prayer for your boy Paper Mario to get in the game eventually. I know he deserves it. Maybe I'll do that video sooner rather than later about what characters I believe should be in Smash Bros. And actually have a shot, but until then, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the very near future. See you later. Bye.